First they came for Alessandro Strumia, but I did not speak out, because I am not Alessandro Strumia. Then they came for Noah Carl, but I did not speak out, because I am not Noah Carl. Then they came for Paul Joseph Watson, and I did not speak out, because I am not Paul Joseph Watson. And then they came for me, but there was no one left to speak for me. I have rephrased here for you the classic quote from a German theologian, Martin Niemöller. This is the opening quote of chapter 8 of my forthcoming book. Let me read you the original quote. First they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. It's difficult to imagine a more poignant quote to capture the cowardly apathy that we see in the world today. People walk around either unconcerned with very dangerous patterns, or thinking that even if one should be concerned, well, it doesn't really affect me. Well, it likely will affect you down the road, but that you should do something to protect against injustices should not be judged against whether it will personally affect you or not. If you see a woman being attacked in an alley, it doesn't affect you directly. Those guys are not attacking you. Yet if you intervene, it's because you think it's the right thing to do. So I only listed 3 people here. 2 professors, Noah Carl is not a professor, he's a postdoctoral fellow at Cambridge University. Alessandro Strumia is a professor of physics, and Paul Joseph Watson is a commentator with a huge YouTube following. I've been interviewed by Paul Joseph Watson, and I hardly find him to be the dangerous individual that he's been designated by Facebook to justify his banning from Facebook and Instagram. For those of you who don't know Noah Carl, I did a previous Sad Truth clip on him. He had gone to an intelligence conference where apparently there were nefarious figures, and by guilt by association, and because he conducts research on forbidden knowledge that might have downstream implications of how people might misuse that research. Right, let's not do physics research because, atomic bomb, he's now been fired. These are only 3 examples of many, many more that are out there, and I discuss several of these in my forthcoming book. What amazes me is, number one, how many people will find endless ways to justify the behavior. But it's a private company. They could do whatever they want. It's not the government. It's difficult to imagine someone being this idiotic, having so little knowledge, yet feeling so smug about their little knowledge that they think that that's actually a valuable retort, as if we didn't know that, as if somehow those who are concerned by these patterns actually think, oh gee, Facebook is not the government? I didn't know that. Thank you, Einstein. Yesterday I tweeted something which I'd like to read for you here. Now, I addressed it to my academic colleagues, but it really applies to everyone. So let me read it for you. To my academic colleagues, I implore you to look beyond your myopic careerist pursuits and throw your hats into the greater battle for the soul of our culture, our freedoms, our edifices of reason. Your silence makes you complicit in the degradation of our individual liberties. Get engaged. Don't stand on the bench thinking that if you sit there quietly, the monster won't come for you. Do the right thing. Have a good weekend, everybody.